What Cern just did that you couldn't see, that none of us could see. Now, I have said time and time again that we need to be very vigilant in how we use the Visitar's website. Let me go to it now so you understand what I'm talking about. This is information that is provided by Cern, and it is supposed to be 100% accurate, if not 99% accurate. It is supposed to be factual, and ladies and gentlemen, it is not. What Cern did that you couldn't see. Now, we're going to have to excuse the language in this particular post. This is by the Event Chronicle, and this is pretty good. I'm going to leave it at that. It's really good information. I was finally able to get into the hard drive off of my computer that crashed 2 months ago and get my bookmarks, including the backdoor hack into Cern. This backdoor allows me to see the data from the live stream going back for 7 days, while the public feed only allows you to see for approximately 24 to 36 hours. For the past few days, I've been watching Cern very closely, and have noticed a few anomalies on the public feed. So I finally made a big effort to get my old links, and what I just saw on Cern through the backdoor feed, I wish we could know the backdoor feed, stretched out from 7 days, is mind-blowing and is not viewable on the public feed at all. Here is the screenshot that I took on April 22nd via the public Cern Op Visitar's web feed. Please note the timestamp of 10:11 a.m. and that the emittance has blown way off the charts. Now, if you guys remember, just recently, Cern is completely shut down right now because of a supposed weasel. Yeah, right. We exposed that. They caused too big of an earthquake, and they used too much power, and it caused a power outage. And they're not expected to be back on until mid-May. Now, this is with this new information, we could even view it as they're still running right now off the charts and not telling anybody. Let's continue and you'll see why. And here is the screenshot I just took off the Cern feed through the back door showing a 7-day feed. You can see that at approximate 8 to 9 p.m. UTC that the power, the green line in the graph, begins to increase in a long, slow momentum until it reaches its peak at approximately 12 noon on April 22nd. At no point during that 3-day period did this continuous increase in power show on the public website feed. Did you get that? You can also see that from the 15th to the 19th, the emittance goes right off the chart several times, then follows the energy green line increase to the 22nd. Where at exactly the point that the power drops off, the emittance again blows right off the chart. Have a look here. Here is a close-up of the 2-day feed through the back door. Notice that the green line doesn't drop until afternoon on the 22nd, and that the beams are not fired up again until sometime after 1 p.m. Yet the public feed, the first image above, shows that the power and the beams are up and down all morning. This is absolute confirmation of what I have long suspected, that the public Cern Op Visitar's feed is just a lie. Now, going over these images, as we all should, you can see the difference. This is 2100 here, and in this one down here, here's 2100 here. They've already powered that puppy up. Very interesting stuff, right? All right, let's continue. From the 19th to the 22nd, the first 3 days of the Feast of Molech, signifying human sacrifices and fire. Add to that April 21st was the day that will a whole lot of pomp and ceremony. The Olympic torch was lit in Athens, and Queen Elizabeth II, using a torch, lit the first of over 1,200 beacon fires on the same day in London. April 21st was also the day that Prince, age 57, was found dead. Not to mention that his ex-girlfriend, Vanity, also died this year at the age of 57, just saying. And it just so happened that Niagara Falls and many buildings were all lit up with purple lights that night. Oh, and Obama was in London, along with certain members of Congress. That was not announced publicly. Oh, and the 22nd was the first night of Passover, which traditionally begins with a blood sacrifice and painting the doorways red with the blood of the sacrifice so that the angel of death will pass over that house. There's a lot more to Passover, and of course, if you're a Christian, I highly suggest you look into observing Passover because Jesus Christ observed Passover. That's the other thing I wanted to mention too, and I don't know if this is the right video to mention it, but we're going to mention it anyways. If you are a Christian, you need to make sure you are observing the Sabbath, and no, that is not Sunday. Are you a Catholic or are you a Christian? That's the question I'm asking you. Now, as for the rest of this information, you can find it at this link, which of course you can get to this link if you click on the link in the description box, freedomfightertimes.com/news, where all of our sources, all of our reports, and everything that just goes into a nice big feed. That way you can access everything. Because this isn't the only thing that's going on right now. There's so much more. And you need to know it. And if you're interested in exercising your mind past these basic reports, you need to become an unlimited member of our website, freedomfightertimes.com. I want to thank you guys for watching and listening. God bless and carry on.